Welcome to our exploration of one of the most fascinating borders in the world, the boundary between the United States and Canada, stretching over 5,525 miles. This border is not only the longest international border, but also one of the most peculiar. Unlike many borders that are defined by natural barriers like rivers or mountains, the US-Canada border is remarkably straight in many places, cutting through forests, fields, and even towns. But what makes this border truly unique is its quirky characteristics. For instance, there are areas where the border runs right through houses, leaving some residents with one foot in Canada and the other in the United States. Imagine living in a place where your neighbor is in a different country. In this video, we'll dive deep into the historical and geographical aspects that have shaped this unusual border. We'll uncover how treaties, negotiations, and even a bit of whimsy have contributed to its current form. You'll learn about the fascinating stories behind the border's creation and the cultural exchanges that have flourished as a result. So, if you've ever wondered why the US-Canada border is so strange and what it reveals about the relationship between these two countries, you're in the right place. Get ready to embark on a journey that will not only inform you, but also entertain you with the oddities and surprises that lie along this remarkable boundary. Let's get started. Historical context. To truly understand the US-Canada border, we must first delve into the historical events that led to its establishment. The roots of this unique boundary can be traced back to a series of treaties and agreements that shaped North America's geopolitical landscape. One of the most significant was the Treaty of Paris in 1783, which ended the American Revolutionary War and established the initial boundary between the United States and British North America. As the years progressed, further negotiations were necessary to clarify and solidify the border. The 1818 Treaty of Joint Occupation allowed both the US and Britain to share the Oregon Territory, but it wasn't until the Oregon Treaty of 1846 that the border was firmly established along the 49th parallel. This agreement was crucial in defining the western edge of the US-Canada border and was a significant diplomatic achievement for both nations. Key historical figures played pivotal roles in these negotiations. Notably, American diplomat James Buchanan, who later became the 15th president, was instrumental in the Oregon Treaty discussions. On the British side, Lord Aberdeen was a key negotiator, advocating for a peaceful resolution to the territorial disputes. However, historical conflicts also influenced the border's shape. The War of 1812, for instance, heightened tensions between the two nations and led to a re-evaluation of territorial claims. Ultimately, these treaties and the interplay of diplomacy and conflict have resulted in the peculiar and fascinating border that we see today, reflecting a complex history of cooperation and contention. Geographical oddities. The US-Canada border is not just a political line, it's a fascinating tapestry of geographical features that contribute to its strangeness. One of the most unusual aspects is the presence of landforms that defy conventional border logic. For instance, the border cuts through the middle of several islands in the Great Lakes, such as Pelly Island, creating a situation where residents may find themselves navigating international waters just to visit their neighbors. Rivers and lakes play a significant role in shaping the border as well. The St. Lawrence River, for example, serves as a natural boundary in certain areas, but its winding path creates segments where the border zigzags unpredictably. Similarly, the Great Lakes not only define the border, but also complicate it, as the waters are shared between the two nations, leading to unique agreements on navigation and resource management. These geographical features also impact border security and management. The vast expanses of wilderness, lakes, and rivers make it challenging for authorities to monitor and control the border effectively. In some areas, the rugged terrain and dense forests create natural barriers that can hinder surveillance efforts, while in others, the openness of the landscape allows for easier crossings. This intricate interplay of geography and politics has resulted in a border that is as much about natural features as it is about human-made lines. As we explore these geographical oddities, we gain a deeper appreciation for the complexities that define the US-Canada border and the unique challenges they present. Cultural differences. The US-Canada border is not just a physical divide, it also reflects the rich cultural distinctions between the two nations. These cultural identities significantly influence how people interact across the border. Canadians often pride themselves on their politeness and a more collective approach to society, while Americans may emphasize individualism and a more assertive demeanor. This cultural contrast can lead to unique interactions at border crossings, where travelers might experience different customs and expectations. Laws and regulations also vary significantly on either side of the border, further highlighting these cultural differences. For example, Canada has stricter gun control laws compared to the United States, which can lead to confusion for travelers unaware of the regulations. Additionally, healthcare systems differ, with Canada offering universal healthcare, while the US relies on a more privatized model. These legal distinctions can affect everything from travel documentation to the type of goods that can be brought across the border. Cross-border communities exemplify these cultural nuances beautifully. Towns like Derbyline, Vermont and Stansted, Quebec are known for their unique characteristics, where the border runs right through the middle of the community. Residents often live in a blend of both cultures, celebrating holidays and traditions from both sides. These communities showcase how cultural identities can coexist and even enrich one another, despite the political boundary that separates them. As we explore these cultural differences, we gain insight into how they shape interactions and relationships along the US-Canada border, revealing a complex tapestry of shared experiences and distinct identities. Economic implications. The US-Canada border plays a crucial role in shaping the economic landscape of both nations. One of the most significant factors is the series of trade agreements that have been established over the years, most notably in the United States-Mexico-Canada Agreement, or USMCA. This agreement has strengthened economic ties and facilitated smoother trade relations, allowing goods to flow more freely across the border. As a result, both countries benefit from increased market access, job creation, and economic growth. Cross-border commerce is vital for the economies of both the United States and Canada. In fact, Canada is one of the largest trading partners with the US, with billions of dollars in goods exchanged daily. Industries such as automotive, agriculture, and technology thrive on this relationship, relying on seamless supply chains that span both countries. The border, therefore, is not just a line on a map. It is a lifeline for businesses and economies on both sides. Tourism and travel are also significantly impacted by the border. Millions of people cross the US-Canada border each year for leisure, business, and family visits. This cross-border travel contributes substantially to local economies, particularly in border towns that cater to tourists. However, the border can also present challenges such as wait times at customs and varying regulations that can affect travel plans. As we investigate these economic implications, it becomes clear that the US-Canada border is a dynamic space where trade, commerce, and tourism intersect, shaping the livelihoods of millions and fostering a unique economic partnership between the two nations. Border security. Securing the US-Canada border presents a unique set of challenges due to its extensive length of over 5,525 miles and the diverse terrain it traverses. From urban areas to remote wilderness, the border encompasses a variety of landscapes, making it difficult to monitor effectively. The vastness of the area means that traditional security measures alone are often insufficient, requiring innovative approaches to ensure safety and compliance. Technology plays a crucial role in enhancing border security. Advanced surveillance systems, including drones, cameras, and motion sensors, are deployed to monitor remote areas where human presence is limited. These technologies allow authorities to detect unauthorized crossings and respond more quickly to potential threats. Additionally, biometric screening at border crossings helps streamline the process while enhancing security by accurately verifying identities. Cooperation between US and Canadian authorities is essential for effective border management. Both countries recognize the importance of working together to address security concerns while facilitating legitimate travel and trade. Initiatives like the Beyond the Border Action Plan aim to strengthen collaboration, sharing intelligence and resources to improve border security. Joint training exercises and coordinated responses to incidents further exemplify this partnership. As we delve into the complexities of border security, it becomes evident that maintaining safety along the US-Canada border requires a multifaceted approach. By leveraging technology and fostering cooperation between nations, authorities strive to create a secure environment that balances the need for safety with the realities of cross-border commerce and travel. This ongoing effort reflects the commitments of both countries to protect their citizens while nurturing their vital economic relationship. As we wrap up our exploration of the US-Canada border, it's clear that this boundary is anything but ordinary. We've delved into the historical context that shaped its formation, highlighting key treaties and figures that navigated the complexities of diplomacy. The geographical oddities, from winding rivers to islands straddling the border, add another layer of intrigue, showcasing how nature itself has influenced the unique divide. Culturally, we've examined the distinctions between the two nations, from differing laws and regulations to the vibrant cross-border communities that embody a blend of both identities. These aspects not only enrich the relationship between the United States and Canada, but also illustrate how borders can be more than just lines on a map. They can be spaces of interaction, cooperation, and shared experiences. As you reflect on the strangeness of the US-Canada border, consider how these historical, geographical, and cultural elements intertwine to create a fascinating narrative. This border is a testament to the complexities of international relations and the human experience, reminding us that even in division, there can be connection. If you enjoyed this journey into the peculiarities of the US-Canada border, we invite you to subscribe to our channel for more engaging content. Don't forget to like and share this video with friends who might also find this topic intriguing. Together, let's continue to explore the world's most fascinating borders and the stories that they tell.